Hello and welcome to your beginners Pilates class. We're going to do a short workout together. This is perfect if you're new to Pilates or just starting on your Pilates journey. We're just going to be going through five basic exercises. Some of my favorite moves in Pilates. Perfect for beginners, perfect for experienced Pilates practitioners. So let's start with a quick warm-up. Really important to make sure we've warmed up some of our big joints, mobilized our spine. If you haven't already, please check out my Foundations of Pilates video. That's going to take you through a great way to set up before this exercise. Right, feet are hip width apart, toes pointing forward. We begin to stack ourselves up nice and tall. Find that alignment, hips are over the ankles, shoulders are over the hips. Head is nice and lifted, gaze is forward. Take a breath in through your nose. And then out through your mouth, pursed lips. Let's do that again. Take a breath in through the nose. Out through pursed lips. This time find a gentle drawing in of your tummy muscles. Nice. Let's begin with just lifting the right arm up, reaching up and over. Find a gentle side bend in the spine. And then change arms. Let's do that again. Breathing in as you lift your arm up and over. Nice. Slowly roll the shoulders forwards, up and back. Take a couple circles the other way now. Good. Hands can come onto the hips. Let's walk through the ankles, pedal through the feet. And lower both heels down. Hands can come now onto the heart, so palms together, hands in front of your chest. And then gently turning to your right. Think about your head and your fingertips staying in line with each other. Come back to the middle and then turn to the left. So just really easy, gentle movement here, rotating the spine. Notice how my head isn't going further than what my chest and shoulders can do. So I'm keeping that chin in line with the fingers. Let's do that one more time to each side. Good. Come back to the center. Take your feet a little bit wider. Hands can stay on the waist. And then just begin to sit down into some easy squats. Not coming too low down. Warming up the ankles, the knees, and the hips, the big muscles in the legs. It's really important to always warm up the joints before we start moving. Even just a couple of minutes is going to be really beneficial. Let's do one more here. Good. And now we're ready to begin. We're going to make our way down onto the mat. You can take a roll down if you are familiar with that, which is where you're just going to nod the chin to the chest and roll down, or just come down however you feel comfortable. If you're rolling down with me, imagine you're kind of rolling through the spine. Come as low down as feels comfortable. Pause at the bottom. And then we'll just bend the knees. Bring the hands and knees down onto your mat. Good. I want you to bring your wrists directly under your shoulders. Knees are roughly under the hips, and you have a bit of space between your knees. Take a moment here to press up and out of your hands. Your upper back is nice and lifted. And then draw those tummy muscles up very softly for a bit of support. Reach your right hand overhead. Slide your left leg out behind. The toes can stay down if you want, but the leg is straightened out. Or if you feel you want to lift the leg, you're just lifting to hip height, so we're not going up too high. If we take the foot really high, we're going to begin to arch the back. We want to keep the length in the spine. Tap the hand and the knee down. Then stay with that same arm and leg. I'm just going to reach and extend and tap the hand and the knee down. Keep working here. I'm going to talk you through some cues. So we're reaching and extending. Now I want you to imagine, we're going to do 5 more on this side. Imagine you've got a tray on your lower back and you have your favorite drink on that tray. So you don't want to tilt the hips or kind of shift side to side. 2 more here. Keep the back, low back nice and stable. And you do that by engaging your core, so hug up the tummy muscles. Nice. Bring the hand and the knee down. Let's take it to the other side. So keep that in mind. Lower back is nice and level. The hips are pointing down towards the mat. Now we've got that left arm, right leg reaching long. You're looking down at the mat. Good. Keep going here. Breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Going for 3 more on this side. Keep hugging up through the abdominals. Gentle engagement. 2 and 1. Nice. Bring the hand and the knee down. If you need to give the wrists a break, give them a circle. We're going to come back down onto the hands. So a lot of our core work in Pilates is actually to help stabilize the hips, the pelvis, and stabilize our shoulders. So this next movement, we're going to use that same core strength to stabilize our hips. Hands back under the shoulders. We're sliding the right foot out long, toes down on the mat. This time just lift the leg to hip height and then tap the foot down. Lift and lower. Again, same thing here. The hips, so the front bony parts of your hips stay facing the mat. So we're not rocking open or lifting up the right side of the hip. Keep the toes pointed, the muscles in your leg active. 2 more here. The breath is steady. Last one. Bring that knee down. Good. Hopefully you're starting to feel your right glute or the right side of the bottom working. Let's take it to the other side. Slide the left leg out long, toes down on the mat. And then lift and lower that left leg. Keep breathing smoothly. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You're doing great. Nice. Firm up through the abdominals. Try not to let the back begin to droop or arch. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Good. Bring the knee down. Give the wrist a little circle. Nice work. So take as much breaks as you need with the wrist, especially if you're new to coming down onto the hands on a mat. It can take some time to build kind of that strength. Right. 1 more move on the hands and knees, and then we're going to change it up. So, gentle push-ups now. Stay with this setup where the knees are underneath the hips. And then find that lifting up, or kind of think about tucking the tailbone under, tummy muscles drawing up. You're just going to bend the elbows, begin to pull the elbows back towards your thighs, and your chest and your chin are dipping down towards the mat between your hands. And then press away. Good. Not going to do too many here. These are box push-ups. I know a lot of people are intimidated when they first start doing push-ups. So get used to the sensation of bearing weight into your arms. We don't have to come very far down. Maybe you come a third of the way, maybe half of the way down towards the mat. What I want you to focus on is the elbows are drawing back so they're not pointing out to the side, tummy muscles hugging up, and you're getting some weight in the arms. Let's go for 1 more. Awesome. Give the arms a shake out. Let's swing around. Come to lie on our backs. Okay, so we're starting lying down on our back. Arms alongside the body, palms down. We're going to lift just the right knee up into the shape called tabletop. So your knee is over your hip, your shin is kind of pointing or facing towards the ceiling. Now, find that drawing down of your tummy muscles like we talked about. If that feels fine doing 1 leg, stay with 1 leg. If you're not really feeling too much work in your core, you're going to take both legs up. Nice. So you should definitely feel that you're having to use your tummy muscles to keep the legs in this shape. If you're not feeling it at all, it might be that your knees are too close to your chest, in which case you're just going to draw them away from the body so they're directly over your hips. Take a breath in to prepare. As you breathe out, we draw those tummy muscles down, so kind of pulling the abdominals down to the mat. And then we're going to just keep this 90-degree bend in the back of the knee. Take one foot or the toe down to the mat and then bring it back up. Again, we lower the other foot, bring it back up. So we're changing legs. And then, because this is a beginner's class, you might be like, oh my gosh, these are muscles I haven't felt wake up for a while. So take your time, take the rest when you need. Again, if you're not feeling anything, you feel it's quite easy, it might be that you're bending your knee to get the foot down, whereas I want you to focus on kind of drawing the thigh away from the body. So you're moving from your hip to get the foot down. Good. Let's do one more to each side. And then lower the feet down, take a rest. Nice work. So that's a great starting exercise for building strength. You can do both feet up, or you can just work one leg at a time and then build up to 2 legs. That's the beauty of Pilates. We can always scale it up or scale it down depending on where we are and what we want to work on. We did those so well. We're going to come into some sit-up preps. So hands or fingertips behind the head or by the temples, elbows softly drawing out to the side. I want you to keep your neck relaxed. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, lift your shoulder blades, shoulders off the mat, and then you're looking between the thighs or over your knees. Elbows are wide, the neck is relaxed, so maybe hold the weight of your head in your hands if you're feeling the strain in the front of the neck. Lower the head down, take a breath in, and then as you exhale, let's lift up again. Good. Use the core strength to lift and lower. Let's do a couple more here. Lowering down, take that breath in, breathe out, pull the tummy muscles down, gazing between the thighs. Good. Let's go for 4 more. Again, if this is new or you haven't done this sort of movement for a while, you're going to feel these muscles wake up straight away. 2 more here. Really nice work. But again, it's not a rush. We're in control. We're taking our time. Good. Lower the head. Relax. Take a rest. Nice work. We're going to repeat that movement again. Stay with just the sit-up preps, or if you felt really good doing those and you want to challenge yourself, you're going to lift the knees up as well, so keep that tabletop leg. The option is yours. Take a breath in to prepare, hands behind the head. Exhale, lift the shoulders. Option to lift the legs. And then we lower the head down. Take a breath in, exhale, we lift. Inhale to release. Exhale, we lift. Really nice. 3 more here. Feet are down as an option, modifying the exercise for your ability today. Last one, stay lifted. And then release the head down. Take a rest, hug the knees to the chest. Really good work. And you can circle the knees round, circle them the other way. We're going to do one final exercise. Again, these are my favorites. So this is something called bridge. You're going to have your feet hip width apart, heels closest towards your sit bones within tickling distance, arms beside you on the mat. Before we get going with our bridge lift, I want you to take a moment to bring the hands onto the front of the hips and then press your lower back into the mat. So you feel like you're rocking your pelvis back. This is called a pelvic tilt. So release that, and then again, gently press the lower back into the mat. The pelvis is tilting backwards, and release. One more time as you breathe out, pull the lower abdominals in. Inhale, we release. Good. Bring the arms back down onto the mat. This time, let's lift up into bridge. So you're going to start with that pelvic tilt. Your lower back is pressing down into the mat, and then you're going to peel the spine off the mat, vertebrae by vertebrae, until your hips are lifted up. The back, your mid-back is off the mat, and you're just on the shoulders, shoulder blades, feet pressing down. Take a breath in at the top. And then as you breathe out, try and place your spine down, bone by bone, vertebrae by vertebrae. You're kind of rolling down through the spine. Keep your pelvic tilt till the very end. Once your hips are down, you can release that pelvic tilt. Good. So that's a bridge, focusing on articulating the spine. Take another breath in. Let's do it again. Exhale, pelvic tilt, peel up the hips, the spine. Keep your knees pressing towards each other so the thighs are parallel, and then squeeze the bottom, the back of the legs. Take a breath in. Exhale, we go down again. Good. Control that. Take a breath in at the bottom. Exhale, peel up into your bridge. Pause at the top. Take the breath in. As you breathe out, lower down with control. 2 more here. I want you to focus on that placement, so just feeling this movement out in your own body. You can imagine your spine is like a strand of pearls. Each vertebrae is a pearl, and we're wanting to peel and pick them up off the mat one by one. Take them into a straight line, and then as you lower down, lower them one by one. Really nice. Great work. You can take the legs side to side, get a little release. Slowly make your way up, seated. We've finished. That was a really nice, quick, short class, Pilates class of my favorite moves. Give the shoulders another roll. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for practicing, coming to take time on the mat with me to exercise. If you want to repeat that a couple of times a week, and then once you're feeling confident and comfortable, you can begin to take on some more challenging moves. Try some of my other videos. Really well done, and I hope to see you again.